Doesn't that sound good? Yes, sirree. Definitely, madams and gentlemen, messieurs. And greetings and welcome to another Miracle Monday. I love our Miracle Mondays. It gives me a chance to really connect with everyone and tune in, check in, and see how everyone is doing. So great. I'm so happy to see you. There's a few of my friends, Tina Marie, Marlene, old friends, wonderful. We're going to wait and start in a couple of minutes as soon as some of you guys get and tune in. But welcome. I don't know about you, but how is the weather where you are? And I ask that because it is very hot. This is the first day I had to wear a sweater. Okay, so I'm actually bundled up. But even more important, we have high winds, almost 40 miles an hour, I think. And they have wreaked havoc on my front yard. There's a big tree that's now lost many branches. So we have high winds today. What's the weather where you live? I heard in Albuquerque they have snow. So what's the weather where you live, guys? Let's hear where that is. And cold. See, I ask you that, Marlene, both Marlenes, what's the weather where you are? And greetings and welcome. We're going to give us a few more minutes. There's Margaret. So Margaret, how's the weather where you are? I was just telling everyone it's high winds and the tree is, I moved out here to the living room again instead of my office because I'm a little, one never knows what a tree is going to do. The tree might, the tree's coming down and actually my front door is barred. I don't know. I think that's very symbolic, although I can go around the side. And you know what? I find that's very symbolic of the fact that many people are experiencing blocks, energy blocks right now, as if you were taking all these steps forward, but now, oh my God, you have to go back a bit. So I thought it was so symbolic. Everything in my life is symbolic, but to open up my front door today and literally not be able to walk directly out my front door and onto the path. So isn't that interesting, right? And yet the little pathway there is still open. Hopefully in the morning it will be. But more important, that what a message to have to go around the other side, to have to find a new way to do things. And I feel like that is the energy of today. It's literally the energy of everything. Okay, so here it is. And that's why I thought tonight we would talk about a positive energy boost. So that's what I'm thinking of. And if anyone has any questions, go ahead. And very windy up there too. Yeah, so these are the Santa Ana winds, everyone, in California, part of what creates some of our high fire danger. But we're going to ask today for a calming of us inside. So one of the positive energy boosts is to get that your world might be in chaos. And I just sent out a newsletter and wrote a blog post about this. Your world could be in chaos, guys. Listen, the winds are howling. I told you I had to come in here because who knows if anything's going to come through the window. And so we ask for inner calmness. That is our center, no matter the storm outside. So in this 3D reality, of course, we take precautions so we don't get battered and beaten and stirred, right? We do take precautions, but then we can move back into a state of affirmation, a state of certainty, a state of knowing we are protected. And yet we've had to take care of that 3D world. And so what I guess I'm trying to say is it's not enough to just sit and go, Om. Although I will say I love going Om and doing it for as long, and I love oming to certain YouTube videos that just are so beautiful chanting. But we also need to apply common sense to our lives. Common sense, because you want to keep, I'm laughing, to keep the roof over your head. Right. That's going to tell me what might happen, right? Because of the high winds. So we pay attention to what needs to be done. The laundry needs to be done. The sheets need to be changed. Your body needs to be clean. You need your glasses. You need water. All of those things that require your attention. But then we go back to higher ground and we hold this consciousness that which we are doing clears the field and allows us to attract what we want. It will fuel our miracles. And that's what I mean by positive energy boost. Now, talk about positive energy boost, just so you know. This water is actually crystalline infused water. My dear friend Claban actually charged this crystal, told me to put it in my water. And so the crystal's in a big bottle I have over there, and I only drink water from there. And what is it charged with? Well, crystalline energy that activates my DNA, activates my consciousness, and whenever I drink it, you know, the research that talked about water, the molecules of water, if they're charged with crystals, if they're charged with the word miracle, if they're charged with love, if they're charged as now, in fact, we're going to charge the water even more. And so if you have a glass of water right now, you can hold it up to the screen and we will charge it. Also, guys, I was told to send tremendous healing energy tonight. And so right now, Mother, Father, God, we ask to hold the power of miracles to heal, the power of energy to heal. And we ask right now that hearts be healed, that which is keeping you entrapped, enshrined, almost encased in fear, worry, and panic. We ask right now that we can lift that we can literally help clear that off your shoulders, off your body, and help you free that heart that is inside. But remembering what we're doing today is creating a safe container so that we have certainty and calmness despite the turbulence around. No one can take away our inner peace. So as a treat, I was reflecting today on, this year, 2020, is 40 years that I've been a chiropractor, and that is a long time. I started in 1980, I think is when I got my license from Los Angeles College of Chiropractic, and then I got my state board license, I think that was 1980. So that's been 40 years. And when I began my practice, I was very shy and kind of outgoing, but shy, but also not so confident, just not so confident. And up until then, I had a master's in counseling, and I had been going for a marriage, family, child counseling certificate here in California. And I was so shy at the time that I actually couldn't imagine building a practice. So instead of building a practice as a therapist, I took a different route and I went to chiropractic school another 3.5 to 4 years. And of course, and I got out and I was going to have to build a practice. That's the irony of things. But when I graduated, I had an amazing experience, actually. I went to a goal-setting workshop. And this goal-setting workshop was all about setting my dreams and visions and intentions. And it worked. I found a chiropractor who trained me not just in chiropractic, but in positive energy thinking. He opened me to miracles, and he took me several times to these chiropractic seminars where down the road I became a speaker too. And at these seminars, the one thing that was given as a freebie to all of us new enrollees was this book called It Works. And it literally fell off my bookshelf today. And so we know that when something falls off your bookshelf, it is meant for you to know. And so Spirit said we're going to change the structure up a little bit, and I'm going to read to you some of this because this is exactly what I began to listen to, that in my practice led me to opening the most perfect office, the most perfect location, led me to grow a chiropractic office that was one of the largest female practices in the world, a healing practice. This book led me to turning on my miracle magnetizing switch. And you might say, what's a miracle magnetizing switch? Well, all of you want one. A miracle magnetizing switch is that which attracts miracles to us. So I thought that what I could do tonight to fuel your miracles is to give you some real, true wisdom. So is that yes? Who wants some wisdom tonight? Okay. All right. Now let's talk about a miracle. We have Prince Fleet Easton, and yesterday he could not walk. His pain threshold level was a 10. You know, guys all know the Crown Prince Fleet, and he's a dear friend of mine, and he and I are going to be ordained the same time. And it's such an honor because he has been really the spiritual musical director for Dr. Sharon Stroud at the Interfaith Spiritual Center Worldwide for 13 years, and he's directed the music. The music is part of what creates the high vibration, which is so high, guys, that I can't even begin to tell you. If you see all the magical things, you know, some of the new photos on Joan of Angels, you'll know. Okay, so Fleet yesterday had terrible pain, and it happens, and, you know, I'm a closet chiropractor. So what's a closet chiropractor? One who's not actively practicing, and half the world doesn't even know I'm a chiropractor, but that's about to change. And I helped Fleet yesterday, and by the time I left, his pain had gone down from a 10 to about an 8 or 7, and now guess what? Here it is. He says no pain. So it's a shout out to Fleet, by the way, and because he understands the power of healing within, and all my job is to just turn up that healing switch, and I love to do that. So thank you for that feedback, great feedback. And if you live here in Palm Springs, you could have chiropractic care with me, but that's not what we're calling about today. We are talking about the real secret of obtaining desirable possessions. Okay. Starts with desirable possessions. This is the book that helped me go from really feeling that they were going to ask for my license back to being a very successful chiropractor who treated thousands and thousands of people, that not just in California, but people who came from all around the world and came as patients in my office. Okay. So, okay. Now, just going to see anything else that's going on. The light's always in my eyes. And okay, rainy, cloudy. Nice to see that. No snow. Nice in Northern California. Hello from Malaysia. Well, welcome from Malaysia. Thank you. Thank you. So excited. And there's our dear friend Canella and Patricia. Okay, I just want to mention everyone so you're in the energy field. Martina, Deborah, Tina Marie, Canella, Denise, Lisa, Emily, Kay. Okay, and I could repeat it over and over again. So are you ready? This is going to help fuel our miracles. Now, when I say our, I mean that we can collectively raise the energy. The whole point of Miracle Mondays was never actually meant to just do readings and line you up forever for your readings and your cards, although bringing messages to you is part of it. But the whole point of Miracle Monday is to teach you secret teachings, secret inner teachings that could change your vibration. All right. So, and Spirit says that when more than one are gathered, the power begins to grow exponentially. And so that is what we are doing with my beautiful collective on Miracle Mondays. We are creating a collective raising the miracle frequency so that there can be more healings, more people reporting and saying, my God, Joan, look what's happening, that you notice your energy is boosted and your prosperity is going sky high. Where do we want your prosperity? This way, sky high. All right, so are some people born under a lucky star or other charm which enables them to have all that which seems desirable? And if not, what is the cause of the difference in conditions under which people live? Okay. Many years ago, feeling that there must be a logical answer, I decided to find out what it was. And I found out the answer to my own satisfaction. From a scientific, psychological, or theological viewpoint, some of the following statements may be interpreted as incorrect, but nevertheless, the plan has brought the results desired to those who follow the simple instructions. Now, I remember my teachers when I first started going to these chiropractic seminars, and they would say, just don't question, just follow this. That as your mind and your thinking goes, the results come back to you. And they actually said to do it without thought, okay? So, if wishes were horses, beggars would ride, is the attitude taken by the average man and woman in regard to possessions. They are not aware of a power so near that it is overlooked. So simple in operation that it is difficult to conceive. Power, that consciousness, that unlimited consciousness of which we are a part of, that when we take care of that 3D world that I talked about in the beginning, then we can step free into this other one. Okay, so that this is so simple in operation that it is difficult to conceive, and so short in results that it is not made use of consciously or recognized as the cause of failure or success. You ready to learn more? Are you ready to learn more? This is ancient wisdom. This is the law of positive success. This is the teaching of New Thought, this of Ernest Holmes. This is the teaching of Joseph Murphy, of many, many teachers that actually taught that when you hold positive thoughts, you will get that back. So, gee, I wish that were mine, is the outburst of Jimmy, the office boy, as a new red roadster goes by. And Florence, the telephone operator, you guys don't have telephone operators, but we did when this book was out, okay, expresses the same thought regarding a ring in the jeweler's window, while poor old Jones, the bookkeeper, during the Sunday stroll, replies to his wife, yes, dear, it would be nice to have a home like that. But that is out of the question. So do you understand what he's just done? When you say you will never have that, that is out of the question, you have suddenly placed limits on your consciousness. So he says, yes, dear, it's nice to have a home like that. It's out of the question. We're going to have to continue to rent, okay? Landon, the salesman, protests he does all the work and gets the short end of the money, and will someday quit his job and get a real one, okay? And someone else voices a bitter tirade against his annual attack of hay fever. Of course, these are all excuses. At home, the other night, father declares the daughter Mabel was headed straight for disaster. And today, mother's allowance and problems and other trying affairs fade into insignificance as she exclaims, this is the last straw. Robert's school teacher wants to see me this afternoon. His reports are terrible. Now I'm late for bridge, and etc. All right. So people are all getting what they're putting out there, that this is, the last straw. Reports are going to continue to be terrible. So goes the endless stream of expressions like those from millions of people in all classes who give no thought to what they really want, and who are getting what they're putting out there. So remember, we talked about the law of attraction, like ordering ham and eggs. Here they're putting it out. They're saying, bring me my eggs here. So if you're one of these millions of talkers or wishes and you want a change, you first must know what you want. And boy, I'm a classic at that. I remember 2 years ago, right around this time, going outside under the full moon. And I said, well, if you want me to practice, just send me a chiropractic practice. And the one they sent was not the right one for me, because I didn't say, send me, A, B, C, and D. Send me a already functioning chiropractic office in a beautiful area where I feel safe, where the patients love me, and so on and so on. Okay, so when you train your objective mind, which is the mind you use every day to decide definitively upon the things or conditions you desire, you will have taken your first big step in accomplishing or securing what you want. Now, for those of you who are new to my show, I'm Dr. Joan Hangarter, Joan of Angels, soon to be known as the Reverend Dr. Joan of Angels. And I say that with excitement and authority. I say that with having achieved a dream of stepping into my higher consciousness, my spiritual self, because I desired to be ordained by a minister and in a spiritual center that I felt supported in. And so I had put that into my intentions. So the question for you is, and that's probably enough reading, but what are you putting into your intentions? And what are you repeating over and over and over again? Are you repeating, I'm trapped, I can't get anywhere, I'm running around in circles, life is hard, I'm in pain? Or are you saying, I have opportunities for health and opportunities for wellness, opportunities for new beginnings, opportunities to walk on higher ground? And so, my dear friends, that's one way to work it. Now, sometimes it's hard when we don't know what we want. And so I have been teaching my intuition class. I don't even know if I have a flyer on here, but I'm teaching my intuition class, and I teach it in 2 levels. You can come to the master class, which is free, which is a very good introduction to recognizing the challenges we all face with our intuition. In other words, facing how the things we've been told that maybe you have to be born with it, or women are more intuitive than men, but really looking at what you were born with, giving you a new assessment of that. So you can sign up at this link below, joanofangels.com/courses. And by the way, there are a few people online today who have been to that class and who have raved about that class because it puts you in your intuition. So that's the master class. I also have a 4-week intensive deep dive. And on the same page, you can find that. That's the 4-week paid class where you get to start to make your own owner's guide to the voice within. So then you can start to tune into, what do I really want? And when the answers come, you'll recognize them. I almost don't know how to say it better. All right. And by the way, the Ultimate Intuition Connection Mastery, I may not be teaching that again for a while because I'm being shown other kinds of classes too. So, and I'm sitting back to look at going on a new platform, even with my broadcast and going on live with Spirituality Gone Wild. I'm happy to announce that. So things are changing, and who knows, this may be the last time I teach that class. So if you've been sitting on the fence thinking about it, it's very powerful work. And it's the beginning of me bringing out more powerful work. All right, what else did I want to tell you? Oh, yes, and I do want to share this. I will be having surgery on Thursday, and it's dental surgery. And I would like all of you to hold that positive thought that by the time you see me the next week, I am healthy and whole, that my body is healed, that I just love the results of all of my surgeries and my healing and wellness. And as we all know, self-care is really the key to being balanced in this world. All right, so there you have it. And see, there's Kay, and she says that it was a great class. You will discover your gifts. And that's the whole thing. I told you when I began as a chiropractor, I kept thinking they were going to ask for my license back. If I had started my practice knowing what I know now, with my confidence in who I am, things would have been a lot better. And things were pretty good without being confident, but I had to develop leadership. I had to develop confidence. I had to train my mind to have these positive, focused, intended thought. And I had a boss, Dr. Joseph Howander. I was guided to him, and I was guided to take a position there. And what I learned was all sorts of secrets from Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich, enthusiasm, and focused intention and thinking. And so that's what I want you to think about. What is it that I really want? Because I know you hop on, and I love you all, and we want happiness, and we want our purpose, and we want, health, and we want just certainty, and we want our relationships. We want them to love us. We want freedom. All right. Aha. Good. I saw that. We want these good things to happen for us. And so holding that thought of exactly what you want is what I am encouraging tonight. And so if you know exactly what you want, you can say exactly what you want, reading plus reading, please. And that's how we're going to do it tonight. And you have a minute or two to start and line up for that. And we're going to go boom, 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 boom. I'm in that flow. And here's the thing about telling you about the surgery too, which is that I had a fantasy that for Halloween. So this week is Halloween, October 31st. And I began painting 2013 on Halloween. And I had thought I would have a night of readings and maybe some art on Halloween. So I'll let you know how I'm feeling for that. Okay? All right. So now Kay is complimenting and commenting that she had read that book too. And to tell you the truth, my dear friends, part of reading this for you, it works, is that by reading it for you, I'm getting it back again. Because it doesn't matter. So spiritual growth and spiritual practice is every day. You can't put it on and then put it off because it's nighttime and turn into a creep or a weird person, which, is counterindicated. And so reading this together with you is just really high vibration for me too. But we are now in the process of training our objective mind, okay? So let's see. I'm going to tune in and see what kind of readings we want. And thank you, Kay, for confirming that. And Canella says, Joan's mastery of my intuition. Yes, because I'm training you to be super ninja intuitive masters, okay? And why? Well, trusting your gut, okay? Because, the outside world is sort of, in some ways, we're getting detached more and more. And the only thing you have to rely on is your intuition. Not to say you're not going to have your family, your friends, and all of that. But in the end, it's your response, your feelings, your intuition that guides you to everything. And honestly, I'm just going to tell you of a funny time for me when I guess when was this? Oh my God, now I'm going back a long time. So when I came out to California, I moved into an ashram in Los Angeles, a spiritual community. And I would go to these seminars once a week or twice a week, and some of them were held at famous people's houses, like Lee Taylor Young, the actress. And I would go to these seminars, and when you would go, you'd listen to a recording of our teacher, but in the beginning, you'd have a group, and everyone would say their name and their intention, right? Not making this up. And so Lee Taylor Young, very famous actress, and I'm sitting in her living room, and I'll never forget, I said, I just need to know what I'm supposed to do with my life. What should I be doing? Now, guys, I had just graduated with my master's, a year before, and I was getting all the hours for my MFCC license, but I'm terrified about being a therapist, right? that no one would ever come to me. And I'm in this seminar, and you lay down after you went through the group. We would lay down and listen to the teachings. And I heard a voice that said, go to chiropractic school. It was so loud. It was in my right ear. It was like, go to chiropractic school, that I think I said, what? And shouted, literally, go to chiropractic school. And the next day I got a check in the mail for the exact amount that the first semester's tuition. Oh yeah. So I went down to the local chiropractic school. I think there were 2 or 3. I went to Cleveland and Pasadena, and they offered me a semi-scholarship if I taught psychology. I taught medical terminology because I'd studied biology, and I got to trade partial tuition. So that's the school I enrolled in, right? But I enrolled the next day, and the amount of my tuition, when I got home, there was a check from my grandfather's estate for I think it was like $864, the exact amount of the tuition that I needed. And so that was an auspicious beginning, looking at signs. So we go, how does the universe confirm who we are? All right, so let's see. And Tina Marie thinks it's a good book too. And everyone thinks it's a good book. So I see Margaret has put down exactly what she wants. Okay. And beautiful. So we'll start with Margaret here. And so manifesting smooth sailing, and with your license and with insurance contracts. And so let's ask that not only do you have that license and those insurance companies, those contracts, but they are now paying on time. They are now paying the full amount of the reimbursements. They are now working cooperatively with you for the betterment of these patients. And your patients are having such tremendous success that they are turning around and they are bringing in each and their friends. Let's put it that way. And so it is. And guys, if you were in Wyoming, I would send you right to go see Margaret. So for Margaret, hon, the card is, there you are, Angel of Healing. And this applies both to you and the people you're working with. Every day in every way, I'm getting better and better. Every day. Actually, guys, repeat this after me because this applies to all of us. I don't know about you, but we really do need a healing from some of this turmoil and panic and fear. So repeat after me. Every day in every way, I'm getting better and better. So, and specifically, and that's why I like doing this, that we all raise our energy together. Okay? Now, let's see who else. Anyone else want to state your intention? Well, that's it, huh? No one else has a miracle intention, and I could take the night off. Is that right? Well, I'm going to tell you my miracle intentions, okay? Dearest angels, we ask that you guys start to remember the power that resides within each and every one of you. These words are not meant to be lighthearted. These are words that can be engraved in your soul and make that difference for you and for your loved ones. What can make a difference? That focused intention, focused manifesting, focused purpose, focused, this is what I want. I don't want that. I don't want that. That may look like that, but that is not what I want. You all know the story of the soulmate, right? When I was in sacred ceremony and I wrote out, I wanted a soulmate, twin flame, etc. And I put it in the fire and it burned. And I woke up at 3 a.m. or 4 a.m. I was in a ceremony with other people. And I look on my cell phone, my Facebook thing, and there is a message from someone in London, not London, but outside of London, who said, Joan, I'd never met, but we had spoken on Facebook once. He said, Joan, I woke up in the middle of the night and I had a dream that you were my soulmate. And so I have to tell you that. And what happened? I had just put that out in the conscious stream and it came back. But he wasn't really, the episode was to show me that when you put your thoughts out into this stream of consciousness, if you are not focused, if you are not clear on what you want, you're not going to get exactly what you want. And if it's not really what you want, it will take you off track. All right? So, good. Now we're getting there. Thank you very much. And guys, I love the testimonials. Keep them coming because they're true. And I would give a testimonial to myself. Here's what I'm going to say. I loved teaching that class. I loved that when I began the class, I taught the class because my guide said, Joan, you have to take the class. And my guides are very unique because they don't always give me more than I can handle. So I didn't exactly know everything until I began teaching that class. So thank you for being with me. Okay. Now, Marlene is content and would like a card. So for Marlene, we're just going to say, dearest angels, we ask to have continued health, wealth, and happiness, continued abundance, continued blessings on my path. In fact, shower my path with love. Shower my path with abundance and happiness and happy clients, etc., etc., etc. Okay? Hope now I sound like the king of Siam, you know, in that great play. One of my favorites. What was the name of that? All right, someone will remember. The King of Siam. You all remember that. Somehow it's out of my consciousness right now. Okay, so Marlene, here you go. And you are on the path of the initiate, which is wonderful. I am being guided by spirit courageously to step into my destiny. I am being guided by spirit to courageously step into my destiny. And here we have every day in every way. I'm getting better and better. And that this other card, wherever I left it here, which was all about healing. Here it is, Angel of Healing. So there's a theme already. We are walking a path together. And I'm so honored you're on the journey with me. So here is Antonia, and we're going to show Antonia's vision. In fact, I forgot I could do this with everyone. And so my dear friend Antonia, you guys remember when I was in Santa Fe, we did a show together, and she is going to be here next week. So on Monday, we'll do a show together again, a vibrational frequency, this time here in the Desert Heart Sanctuary. So we see your practice flourishing, Antonia, and we see your partner. We see it's like a time frame that's opening up, and that which you are seeking will be found. But sometimes Spirit's timing is harder than we know because we have things we have to go through. But that time is past. So here you are, continue to develop your skills. This is the Wonder Woman syndrome. You can have it all. You are unique. So remember that you have amazing skills. Guys, I can't wait for Antonia to be back here for many reasons. She's going to help me get through my surgery with her tinctures and her sprays. And she'll help. We'll just raise the vibration. So she is like Wonder Woman. So know that you can have it all. Continue to develop those skills. Okay. So that's a beautiful gift to my dear friend Antonia, and appreciate that. And we'll go down to Patricia. I want to embrace my gifts and share more. So let's just say, Patricia, that we ask that Spirit, have you seen, have you embracing those gifts more and more, that people appreciate those gifts that you have. We're very happy that you have them. And right now, this is great because there's a golden aura around you, special energy, hun, assist you in your transformation, and you should breathe it in. So special energy right now for our dear friend Patricia, who wants to embrace her gifts and share more. So let's talk about embracing those special gifts that help align, that help bring wisdom to others. Be definitive of your special gifts, honey. Okay. And you're so welcome for reading from the book. I appreciate that. And Tina Marie, time to really use that stream of consciousness and that power that we all have. And Kay is commenting that she remembers these angel beings around her. And that's pretty beautiful because actually in 2013, when I came to California from Mexico, or 2012 rather, there was a band of extraterrestrial beings around me all night long. So that has to do with manifestation, and that has to do with the fact that when we're in another vibrational place, we can be contacted all the time. All right. So Margaret's been manifesting that smooth sailing. Yes. And your energy feels so much lighter, hun. All right. Moving down here and seeing who else might want a reading. Golnaz, my intention is to love and healing for everyone. And that is good, hun. But I also want to hear one of your intentions, okay? And I'm going to pop up to Emily first. I would like the best possible relationships to come into my life, okay? So that's very open-ended. And so when I hear that, honey, and I guess tonight I'm helping with these affirmations. When I hear that, I would like you to say that I'm asking for relationships that are for the highest good for all concerned, relationships that support me, relationships that value me, that make me feel important, relationships where I'm heard and listened to and part of a supportive friendship or a supportive team. So the best possible relationships is good, but and saying yes for the highest good of all concerned is good, but the universe likes it when we say, well, I really want someone who will listen to me. I can tell you, I really want a man who loves to cook, a nurturing man who really does like to cook and who loves everything I do, loves my art, wants to travel with me, and kind of like our dear friend Antonia, loves Joan of Angels. Okay, so we want to go one step higher from possible relationships to really, not only do you want the best possible relationships, but you want relationships that are fun, that are enlightening, that are knowledgeable, that are supportive, that are easy, that are like really beneficial, that make you feel better. Okay. And why? Because of freedom. You're in the flow, spread your wings and take flight. So, and this is for everyone. This is our time to really do our angel thing, spread our wings and really fly. Okay. So I love you very much, Emily. And thank you so much. By the way, thank you to all of you for being in my world. And it's no small thing to me that you are somewhere around the world and that you take this time to tune in to Miracle Monday, that you take the time to share it out, share it with your friends and bring people you love here. I notice every time we have a few new people that I've never met before. So welcome. And as I said, I'm Joan of Angels and I love you. All right. So Golnaz, there you are, my intention and healing for everyone. So Golnaz, honey, I also want to put in attention that you feel pure love, that you feel the power of love as it flows within you, without you, outside in, that you feel that expansion of an abundance of love and healing for yourself first. And I say that because Spirit is really clear that we need to turn inside and take care of ourselves first. And guys, I'm a big one for having spent years taking care of everyone else. And what I finally learned is that I had to go inside to take care of me. So let's start, hun, by taking care of yourself. And then we add on all those that you love and care for. And we can start with your gratitude angel. Okay. Who do you love? Who do you admire? Who do you appreciate? Who are you grateful for? And share your joy. So Golnaz, I'm so appreciative of you, sweetheart. And it is time for you to expand your gratefulness. And it does say share your joy. Okay. Yes, share my intention, share my love, share my healing. Yes, yes, yes. All right. So that's good. Okay. Oh, I love all this, guys. Definitely love this. All right. And Tina Marie says she gets a miracle every day. Well, of course, she is. First of all, her birthday's on the 16th, which is always about royalty and divinity. She's also same birthday as me, so she comes on a very powerful wave of what they call 7 diamond energy, which is really the master miracle maker, master miracle manifester. So for my beloved friend Tina Marie on the East Coast, this is for you. Interdimensional angel, new ideas and opportunities to think outside the box. Okay. So in other words, unlimited possibilities to start thinking outside the box. All right. And you know, guys, that I am going to take you through this book to ponder because you guys are so important to me and your success is my success. Okay. All right. So here is Canella. Yes, a reading. Miracle intentions for opportunities to be doing my life purpose, actions locally impacting globally. Okay, so I was about to tell you, Canella, that you actually do your service and ministry every day in every way, and you are on your very high soul path. However, if you want to take that up to another level, then we begin to affirm that you are now a member of the staff of whatever that organization you are creating are, or that you have created a way of receiving, a new career opportunities, new opportunities for you to share wisdom. So you have to affirm it. When you hop on and you mentor, you go, oh my God, I love my career. I love being paid to do the work I love to do. I love that people resonate to me. I love I'm grateful that I've taken this training so I can be of service in these ways. So we actually tell you that you are an angel on a mission, honey, which is pretty good. I know where I'm going. And actually, I will say this, guys, Canella is a dear friend of mine. And by the way, she's taking me to surgery, so pray for that she has good driving skills, and she's such a loving woman. But get this, I know where I am going. And Canella, in the last year, and especially through coronavirus, and as you began to explore new things, you actually have started to make a global impact. And it's an honor for me to watch you become an angel on a mission. So guys, think about that. Next time we can even talk about what is an angel on a mission, but that's how you create your opportunities. All right. Isn't this fun? Who's having fun? Yes. Is this fun? Yes, no, or maybe? Okay. So moving down the line to Lisa Phillips, my intention is to be successful in business. I will have abundance and independence. My business is a success. My business creates prosperity and abundance in all I do. I am financially independent. I am financially independent. I create my own universe. Well, I create what it is I want. I create abundance for myself through the work that I do. I'm a very successful entrepreneur. So Lisa, Spirit really wants you to create and use your affirmations. They want you to have courage. Know that you should take it one step at a time because you are being supported. So I love this card. It's really saying infinite possibilities, one step at a time, you will be successful. All right. So it's great because when we talk about our intentions, then the cards are really like a key message for you to go deeper. And by the way, when I told you all that I'm going to be expanding the platform I'm on, I'm going to be working with Debbie Garcia from Spirituality Gone Wild, and she is the creator, the graphic designer of these cards, just so everyone knows. So what goes around comes around. Okay, now, Kay, I don't think I did a reading for you yet. So here we go, working full-time using my spiritual gifts, intention. Good. So people love the work I do. People value the work I do. People give me a fair exchange for the work I do. I don't know. I hear, people love you for the work you do. And new ideas. Okay, you too pulled the interdimensional angel. New ideas and opportunities to expand and to think outside the box. So that's probably just what you need to hear. New ideas and new opportunities to think outside the box. So that was for my dear friend Kay. And Kay, I love you. Thank you very much. And I hope you do well in the snow, hon. Okay. All right. So there is. And Millie has written a letter to her soulmate, and she's still waiting. So Millie, a few years ago when I had this reading, beautiful friend of mine, Kay, and she said to me that I needed to accept all the invitations that I was given. Now, in those days, I knew no one, and I had no invitations. But that's what she said. She said, your partner you will find by saying yes. So let's hold that the next time we hear from you, or soon in the near future, that being, that partner who's here for Millie, that he or she be found, called into your energy field. So we ask that being and person who you are calling for, like an antenna, starts to cackle and starts to feel that soul pull also to you. So again, we have to put that into action. And so beautiful Millie, all they say is you are being awakened and activated right now and energized. So expect miracles. Expect miracles. So that means we may possibly hear soon new energy on this. But what can you do to help spirit call your soulmate? Okay. All right. And that was for my beautiful friend, Millie. All right. Oh, that's it. The King and I. Thank you, Canella. And I should know that because I've seen it so many times. And I think I just saw it recently for some reason. I'm almost positive I saw it recently. And my sister-in-law was in it years ago, and it happens to be one of my favorites. All right. So now everyone's coming up with the King and I. And there is Deborah. And she is new. And what is my reading? So Deborah, I want to welcome you to be here. And everyone's going to welcome you. We have a really beautiful tribe here. And I do this so I don't get lost now. So welcome. And what I've been talking to everyone about, I've been reading about how you set your intention. So you could go ahead and write your intention down below. And that would be a good thing, because when you set your intention, you will get what it is you are calling in. So for our new friend, Deborah, here you go. Wonder Woman. Develop your skills. You are unique and you can have it all. So whatever that intention of yours is, then we ask that you begin to focus on that and call in that which you want. So develop your gifts. You are unique and you can have it all. And quite frankly, Wonder Woman is one of the best cards because of that. All right. So there's our friend Lisa, and she would love a card. And see, this works better because if I put it up there, then I don't get lost. And so, hi, it's wonderful to see you. And again, Lisa, next time, put down what it is your intention is. That would help also. Did I get lost in any way here? No. Okay. Oh, okay. Good. Good. All right, Lisa. Here we go. Well, you may be wanting to get a deck because it says that they want you to not only meet the angelic beings, but they also want you to dive into the miracle messages. So daily work with these cards, by the way, enable you to emerge powerfully. And so using prayer, affirmations, and visualizations. So the link to there is a YouTube, let's see, where is it? There. If you go to the YouTube channel, you will find a playlist that's called Awakening to Miracles. And that playlist has over 44 videos that go into each card. And each of those videos is like a master teaching and stands on its own as a teaching. And so, Lisa, that is what you are being called to do. If you want the deck, just go on Joan of Angels and you can purchase it from there. All right. Now, Sandra Carolina wants to finally meet her soulmate, you and me both. So the question is, what are you looking for in your soulmate? What kind of partner what kind of life? How will this change your life? What are you expecting? What are you giving? Who are you when you're together? What does that feel like of magic time? There's a you, there's a me, and there's an us. Describe the you, describe the me. No, describe him or her, whoever that is, whoever your partner is. But also describe yourself, what you're looking for, what really rocks you, but then describe the we, okay? What as a we do we feel like? What do we do? What do we want? How do we manifest in the world, okay? So that is exactly what Spirit wants you to do, Sandra, is to really set that intention. What kind of we do you want to be, okay? And enjoy the ride. So I think that means it's coming, the magic carpet. There'll be an unknown destination, adventures, magic, and miracles await. So, if you're creating what it will look like when this partner arrives, when your soulmate arrives, you can visualize yourself on a magic carpet, having adventures together, enjoying the magic, enjoying the love, enjoying the moment. So we see you with your soulmate. We see you in a partnership that pleases you and that brings you adventure, magic, and miracles. So I think that's a pretty good card, and I appreciate your sharing what it is you wanted. Okay? And let's see, I'm just going to do a few more because I need to make sure I have the energy to do this. And Deborah, I think I did not read for you. Oh, yes, I did. See, I got lost anyway. I really need someone to help me when I do this, to help monitor and tell me who I'm reading. So, Deborah, you are new here. Did I do a reading for her? I go kind of into a trance. I'm going to go to the bottom and go up here. All right. Up. And this is great. This gives me a distraction for a minute. E.J. LeBeau wants to know who's the guy behind me. That is Archangel Michael. And it's very, very interesting. Archangel Michael, very, very powerful. One of the earth messenger beings that come from the divine, that came here to really help me create the art and create breaking away from anything that doesn't serve. So that is who he is. And actually, if you are interested in him, just reach out to me. He is a master being. All right, I can see that I really did get lost, and I'm just not sure. Deborah, I will pull a card for you for health and finances. And this is all about ancestral memory. Remember who you are. You have all you need, and call on us support. So many of us have ancestors, departed loved ones that have energy and messages for healing for us. Also, some of us have soul contracts that keep us limited. So we want to let go of anything that is in your way of opening the portals so that you can remember how powerful you truly are. All right. And that was for Deborah. So there you go, hun. And very powerful, Golnaz. I appreciate you, hun. And by the way, if there's anyone who does want to take that class, feel free to sign up at, first of all, I want to put this up again, show item. Good. And then I'm also going to put, no, that's not it. That's not it. And that's not it. So we're going to skip all that. And here we go. Okay. Good. And that's a place we can go to book appointments or book the class. But I actually wanted you to see this. And this. This is what I wanted you to see. Okay, good. We're getting more familiar with the tools at our disposal. All right. And now, I think that's all the playing around with that I'm going to do. Okay. All right. So, Kina, your intention to successfully secure a new career opportunity, calling in a new career. I know many of you have that as a vision, new opportunities. So I want you to imagine yourself a year from now, and you're online, you're going, oh my God, I put that out in the universe and I got what I wanted. Start by describing to yourself what it feels like. What it feels like, the salary, how good it is to have whatever that is associated with that job. And the angel of love has come to you and says, you can do this, dear one, and we are always with you. So know that there is a new career for you. You can do it. And asking that you do all those processes to bring in that, posting your resume, asking spirit to guide you in the search and to bring that which you are calling for. Okay. All right. Good. I think we're coming to the end. And so I wanted to thank everyone for being here. And suddenly all the people I saw before, all right, perfect. All right. And I'm not going to say too much, Donna. I did get this. And the first thing I'm going to say is let's all of us, before we end tonight, really send healing to you. The other day I was teaching a class. I teach on the intuition. You might want to join this class. The master class is free. You can go right there to find out about it. But in the class, I teach about radical remission. Radical remission is using your intuition to choose the healing that you need to get better. And the statistics show that people who used their intuition with cancer treatment got the best results and were healed. So that is radical remission. Spirit says to let your mother know. Never play a guessing game about what someone knows or doesn't, but understand this for you. You are being guided to step into your destiny. You're being guided to remember who you are. And you're being guided to really know the truth about what the purpose of this symptom and diagnosis is for your mastery, for your initiation. And if you want to know more about that, feel free to book a soul awakening session, which would help you know the truth about who you are and what the meaning of all of this is for you. Meanwhile, we hold you all in healing. For anyone who's on this line who needs health, wealth, and happiness, who needs a tune-up, who needs to have their energy turned on and alive, we ask right now for the power, the energy to heal that which needs to be healed so that you are whole and one. Mother, Father, God, we're so grateful to be here in your presence tonight. And we so thank you for each and every one of your hearts to be with. We ask for healing for anyone on this line tonight, and so it is. All right, guys, prayers, miracles, and more. And we will see you hopefully next Monday with Antonia. And I love you all. Thanks for being with us. And please check out the YouTube, subscribe, share me with your friends and loved ones. And so it is.